are you going to the US? You're going to visit, but that is not the purpose of your visit. So you need to identify or tell the visa officer, maybe you're going to visit because your brother is graduating, or you're going to visit the US because your mom or someone is sick, or you're visiting because someone in your family is getting married, and all of that. Those are some of the reasons you can state. For example, I am going to visit the US because my mom is sick. She's been in the hospital for some time, and at the moment she's at home recovering or convalescent. That's big grammar. Hi guys, how are we all doing? You're welcome to my YouTube channel, u.s.a Lifestyle, where I share videos about my lifestyle, relocating abroad through the study pathway, and visiting abroad in general. So if this is a content that is of interest to you, then you want to stay here, subscribe, like this video, because this is the channel for you. If you're an OB, hello my village person, you're welcome. If you're a newbie, thanks for stopping by. Watch this video and I know you would like it here. So guys, today we'll be talking about how to increase your chances of getting your B1, B2 visit visa. Yeah, that's exactly what we will talk about in this video. And please, I'll be looking down from time to time. So if you see me sending my head down here, it's because I have some points written, so I don't want to give this information in a haphazard manner. That's why I might be looking down from time to time. First, let's lay the groundwork. What is the B1 or B2 visa? This is the visit visa, or it's a non-immigrant temporary visit visa that the owner or the holder visits the US either for business or for tourism purpose. So generally, anything that has to do with temporary visit to the US is categorized under the B visas, except for studies, which is under F1 visa. Now that we have laid the groundwork, how can you increase your chance of getting the B1 or B2 visa? This visa is kind of like complicated to have and simple to have, I would say so, because there are little things you can do to make it possible for you to have it. And the first and most important, I have a full video on this, is to fill out your DS-160 form yourself. Yes guys. Clearly the purpose of your visit. Why do you want to state clearly the purpose of your visit? Yes, if someone asks you, why are you going to the US? You're going to visit, but that is not the purpose of your visit. So you need to identify or tell the visa officer, maybe you're going to visit because your brother is graduating, or you're going to visit the US because your mom or someone is sick, or you're visiting because someone in your family is getting married, and all of that. Those are some of the reasons you can state. For example, I am going to visit the US because my mom is sick. She's been in the hospital for some time, and at the moment she's at home recovering or convalescent. That's big grammar. Yeah, so she's at home, so I would really like to see her, how she's doing, and take care of her, because at this point or at this moment my mother really needs me to be around. So since I am on vacation, I have 2 weeks leave, I thought it would be wise for me to go see my mom at this moment. It could be that maybe your brother is graduating or your sister is graduating, so you can tell them, oh, I'm visiting because my brother is graduating, you know, he did so well in his studies and I am so proud of him. It will just make him extremely happy to have me there and hand his bouquet, hand flowers to him. You know, this is such a special day in my brother's life, and I am so excited to be there with him and make this day a memorable one for him. Or maybe it could be, I am visiting because my sister is getting married, and oh my goodness, you know how important weddings are. It's one of the most important days in my sister's life, and I am her maid of honor, so I'll be going there to help her prepare for the wedding, be by her side. It will just make sense for a family member and her sister, her baby sister or her elder sister, to be there by her side to make her day a beautiful one. If you're visiting your fiance, maybe you can tell them, yeah, I'm visiting my fiance because we're actually planning my wedding or our wedding, and we'll be having our wedding back in my home country. And since we started dating, I haven't met any of his relatives. So this is a great opportunity for me to meet his family, get to know them before they come over to my country for the wedding. Those are some of the reasons you can give to make the visa officer understand why you are visiting. Don't just tell them you are visiting. No, we all know you're visiting, but why are you visiting? Make this clear. For example, for my case, I'll use myself. I was visiting because my mom was sick. She just left the hospital. She was in India for treatment, so she just left there and she was back in the US. So I told them, I have just 2 weeks of vacation left. I already took 2 weeks when my mom went to India for her treatment. I went there to stay with her, and I have 2 weeks left. She's now home. She's recovering. So I'd like to visit in November and see how she's doing, see how she's coping now that she has left the hospital and she's now home. So like, I had a reason for visiting because my mom was sick. The second point I would want to talk about is proof of funds. Like, proof of funds is one important topic. Everywhere you go, it's proof of funds. Whenever it comes to traveling, proof of funds is a key. It's like hitting the point always. You need to let the visa officer know you have enough funds to take care of yourself. Yes, you are visiting your family. You're visiting a friend or someone. This person is viable to take care of you and everything, but what if something happens to that person, like an unforeseen occurrence happens to that person, and on the day you land in the US, that person is unable to pick you up? Something happened, unforeseen occurrence. Are you able to take care of yourself? Will you be able to maybe get into a hotel and rest for a few days before? So let them understand at least you have some funds for yourself. You're kind of like doing something. I'm not saying you should be doing a job that pays millions or thousands, but just make them understand that at least you're working, you have maybe a business, you're financially stable, so that if something happens, you are able to take care of yourself. You want to make them understand that you have a means to take care of yourself. You are viable. You are not just coming to the US like a liability, but you're coming as an asset because you have reasons to go back. You have maybe a job to return to and all that. Because guys, honestly, visiting or vacations and all that, especially going to the US, it's expensive. It's not like a luxurious trip that anyone will just get up and want to do it, okay? So we need to also make sure we are stating that we can take care of ourselves. We have funds, we have finance. Try to prove that using maybe your business, your job, or something to show your financial capability. The third point would be establishing strong home ties. This is also very important. You want to let them know you are not going to visit to stay there, because obviously the B1, B2 visa, it's a visit visa or a business visa. So it's temporary stay. It's not permanent stay. You're not going to stay there forever. You want to come back. Make them understand you have family to return to, or you have a job to return to, or you have a business to return to. Those are things you want to use to prove your ties. For example, I am on vacation and I have 2 weeks of work, so I'll be going to see my family, or I'll be going to attend my sister's wedding. I actually planned this vacation at this point in time so that I can be there for my sister for her wedding, or for my brother for his graduation. If you have family, or maybe your husband or someone, you can use them as family ties. And mind you, the visa officers most often will not ask you like straightforward, will you be coming back to your country and all that. No, they will not ask that, but they might ask some kind of tricky questions. This is the moment you use to prove that you have reasons of returning back to your country. Like for me, the visa officer asked me, where is your husband? So I told him my husband is in Cameroon. He's not here with me in Poland because my company has been struggling to bring him over. But the visa process here in Poland, it's an extremely difficult one from Africa, because in Cameroon, we have to go to Nigeria to get it. My company has been struggling for some time, but to no avail. So for the 1 year plus I've been here, what I do is I go home to visit my husband whenever I have time off work. And yeah, that's what I told him. So I established that my husband is not with me, so I have to return, because come on, I'm not gonna leave my husband, right? If you are going for maybe studies, the visa officer might ask you, why are you going to study, or why did you choose this course? Now, use this to tell them, I chose this course because coming back to my country, I would use this to maybe assist my father in running his business. Like if you're going to study something like management, you might say your father is an accountant, but he has an accounting company actually, but the managerial part of this company is a little bit difficult. So your father is sponsoring you to go out of the country to study management, so that when you come back, you will be able to manage this accounting firm for him. If you are employed, you have a job, you can use your job like, maybe I am going to attend this conference because it's an important part in my work or my day-to-day activities. It will help me to upskill myself, and when I return, I'll be able to perform better at work. And with this certification or my attendance from this conference, I'll be able to gain promotion at my job. And it also gives me higher opportunities to apply for other roles, because with this conference, all the knowledge I'll get, it's like giving me an upper hand in my company. These are the points you want to prove. And the last but not the least, which I actually have a full video on this channel, is fill your DS-160 form yourself, guys. This form carries all the questions and answers you will be asked at your interview. You want to make sure you fill this form yourself. Even if you don't fill it yourself, make sure you are well versed with what whoever is filling the form fills in that form. They should send like screenshots to you so you know what is written there. These tips will help you get your USA visa. Try this, guys. Try to establish your purpose of visit. Try to establish your home ties. Try to be well acquainted with your DS-160 form and prove that you have means to take care of yourself. Come back and comment under this video. Tell me what happened at that visa, okay? At that visa interview. Come back and comment and let me know. If you have watched this video to this point and you are not yet subscribed, or you've not liked this video, why not? Guys, please like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, share this video to your friends and family, and drop a comment down there. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you're going through. I might be able to help or answer one or two of your worries. I am right here. On that note, it's goodbye from me to you. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.